Welcome to the channel Dilip's Passion for Trees. Today my talk is on kokum plant. Its botanical name is Garcinia indica. Belongs to Clusiaceae family. It is fruit-yielding evergreen tree having multiple uses. It is also called kokum butter tree, Goa butter tree. It is known by different names in India. In Hindi it is called kokum, Marathi it is called kokumba, Kannada it is called punarputi. Like that, many other names are there. It attains height up to 18 meters and it looks beautiful in pyramidal shape with horizontal drooping branches along with red tinged young leaves. You can see flowering during November, February and fruiting during April, May. Fruits are globose, smooth, green in color, in tender stage, and when ripened, it becomes purple. Fruit contains 5 to 8 large-sized seeds. In Uttar Kannada district of Karnataka, a variety with yellow fruit is also found. Let us discuss about distribution. The species is indigenous to Western Ghat region of India, found in the state of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, Assam, and northeastern hill regions. Kokum varieties from Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg district of Maharashtra received a GI tag. In Karnataka, it is found mainly in the districts of Uttar Kannada, Dakshin Kannada, Shimoga, Chikmagalur, and Udupi, in evergreen and semi-evergreen forest. Uttar Kannada district stands number 1 in production, where people in many helmets make a living on kokum. In this district, kokum plant is found in all categories of forest land and also in private land to some extent. Presently, fruits are not sold in auction sale by calling tender by forest department. Local people generally collect kokum fruits from forest for domestic use as well as to sell in local markets. Natural population of this species in wild is declining and hence it is listed as vulnerable in the IUCN list of threatened species. Hence, for its sustainable management in Western Ghat region, systematic assessment of its existing natural stock, regeneration, production, extractable quantity of fruits is very important. Collection of fruits from forest for making kokum butter needs to be restricted as it will hamper in natural regeneration. Farmers should be encouraged to grow in large scale of this species. National Medicinal Board of Government of India identified kokum as one of the preferred medicinal plants from tropical forest. Let us speak about uses of kokum. It can be used as food. The outer cover of the fruit, which is called rind, is dried to get kokum, which is used as souring agent, alternative to tamarind in vegetarian and non-vegetarian curries in kokum growing areas. A bright red squash is prepared from kokum fruits with sugar, which is diluted and bottled for sale as beverages. Dehydrated powder of kokum is also made for preparation of rasam and juice. Kokum juice concentrate can be prepared without using preservatives. Kokum beverages are free from chemicals and ready to serve carbonated kokum fruit juice can be prepared. Since kokum extract contains 4% sugar, it can be fermented to produce high quality red wine also. From kokum seeds, kokum butter is made, which is used in preparation of chocolates, pharmaceutical products, cosmetic products like lotion, soap and balms, etc. Let us discuss about health benefits from kokum. Kokum is a traditional multi-therapeutic medicinal plant used for treatment of liver disorders, heart ailments, dysentery, sunstroke, constipation, indigestion, etc. Kokum fruit rind contains garcinol, which suppresses the formation of platelets in blood veins and hence good for heart health. Kokum fruit and rind contains hydrocytric acid, which is called HCA, which is patented for anti-obesity activity. HCA suppresses fatty acid synthesis and stop converting carbohydrates into fatty acid and therefore useful in the treatment of obesity. HCA is also claimed to increase fat burning in the body, and it induces feeling of fullness of stomach so that person feels less hungry and does help in body weight reduction. In addition to HCA, kokum also contains garcinol, flavonoids, polyphenols, which act as antioxidants, controlling serum cholesterol level, lowering high blood pressure and body inflammation. Kokum butter is also used as natural moisturizer to treat dry skin, wrinkles on lips, hands and feet. Kokum fruits contain vitamin B1, B2, B3 and C, and also contain minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, potassium and phosphorus. It also contains protein and fibers. Kokum juice is rejuvenating and it protects the body from dehydration. Lastly, let us discuss about cultivation. The plant grows well in tropical hot and humid climate under partial shade, but tolerates somewhat drier climate also. It withstands drought and waterlogging condition. It can be grown in lateritic, sandy loamy and alluvial soil. Seeds lose viability very fast. Seeds can be sown in beds or in bags directly. Seeds germinate in 40 to 60 days. Does not require any seed treatment. 12 to 14 months old, stout and tall seedlings are ideal for planting and can be planted in 60 cm cube pits at 5 meter apart. Grafted saplings should be preferred, which give fruits within 4 to 5 years after planting, while seed-originated seedlings give fruits after 7 to 8 years. Fruit yield is 50 kg to 350 kg per tree, depending on variety, site, climate, and management practices. One plus point is that it does not require irrigation, manuring, and pesticides. Nowadays, high-yielding, early fruit-bearing cultivars are also available. Two varieties, Konkan Amrita and Konkan Hatis, have been released in Goa region. It can be planted as intercrop in coconut and areca nut plantations. The farmers should be encouraged to grow these species in kokum growing areas in existing cropping system from elite planting materials for income generation. It can be planted as avenue tree and ornamental tree also. Along with the increasing area of production, processing, post-harvest technology and marketing should be developed. Attempts should be made to produce more value-added products from these underexploited species. Let us make effort for in situ and ex situ conservation of these important species. Thanks for watching.